The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has confirmed more than 10 deaths, 24 passengers rescued, and 42 still missing from the Kogi boat mishap. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, 2 people were killed when officers opened fire on a group of people attempting to storm a police station in Morocco on Wednesday, state media said, as protests, sometimes violence, roiled the North African nation. Demonstrations have convulsed Morocco for several days, urged on by the Gen Z 212 group, a recently formed collective based on the Discord web platform whose organizers remain unknown. At number 9, this weekend Singapore Grand Prix was declared an official Formula One heat hazard on Thursday, the first time a new rule to help drivers stay cool has been invoked. Race director Rui Marquez issued a statement on Thursday afternoon notifying the teams of the regulation, which means drivers will be able to wear cooling vests because ambient temperatures are expected to be 31 degrees Celsius or higher. At number 8, the Network Against Child Trafficking, Abuse and Labor Nigeria has commended the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons for rescuing 24 victims of human trafficking and apprehending 5 suspected traffickers in Abuja. The commendation was contained in a statement signed by NAPTIP National President Mr. Abdulganiyu Abubakar and made available to journalists on Thursday in Sokoto. At number 7, members of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian University, SSANU, have threatened to withdraw their services if the federal government fails to meet their demands. The union has extended its ultimatum by 7 days to allow the government room to respond. The demands include negotiation of the 2009 federal government SSANU agreement, non-payment of withheld salaries, and unjust disbursement of earned allowances. At number 6, the Association of Provosts of Colleges of Health, Technology and Nursing Sciences has urged the federal government to exempt health institutions from the 7-year ban on establishing new polytechnics and allied institutions. The association made the call in a communique issued at the end of the 2025 Quadrennial Conference in Abuja and made available to journalists on Thursday in Lokoja by its public relations officer, Dr. Nuhu Anyegu. At number 5, the House of Representatives Committee on Safety Standards and Regulations has commended the Niger Delta Power Holding Company (NDPHC) for upholding high safety standards at the Calabar Power Plant in Odukpani, Cross River State. The committee gave the commendation after an on-the-spot assessment of the 565 megawatts facility, noting significant improvement since its last visit in 2018. At number 4, Vice President Shettima has returned to Abuja after a highly successful diplomatic mission representing President Bola Tinubu at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York and concluding strategic engagements in Germany. During the week-long international engagement, the Vice President delivered President Tinubu's national statement calling for comprehensive UN reforms. At number 3, the Lagos State government has defended the demolition of buildings at the Trade Fair Complex Ojo, insisting the exercise was technical and not targeted at any ethnic group. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development Olumide Oluyinka dismissed claims of ethnic victimization during an interview on Channels Television's The Morning Brief on Thursday. At number 2, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a suit challenging the Rivers State emergency rule. The suit, filed by Balema Briggs and 4 others, sought to challenge President Bola Tinubu's proclamation of the emergency. Justice Omotosho ruled that the plaintiffs lacked the legal standing to institute the case. The judge explained that such a case can only be determined by the Supreme Court. At number 1, the National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA) has confirmed more than 10 deaths, 24 passengers rescued and 42 still missing from the Kogi boat mishap. In a post on Thursday, NEMA said search and rescue operations continue. According to the agency, the incident occurred on Tuesday evening when a boat carrying about 80 passengers capsized on the River Niger. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.